time to dyno this thing. Got the flex fuel injectors in it last night, and now we got it strapped down. We get the laptop plugged in, burn the stickers off the new Hoosiers, and yeah, we'll get to tuning this thing. It's a stock GSR. I assume it's got head studs. It's got a precision like 57 millimeter, 50-ish trim. Turbo, I don't know exactly what turbo this is. I'll probably update you guys in a second after I ask the guy. 5-bolt, 3-inch downpipe, precision wastegate, top mount manifold, Skunk Pro Series intake.
Fuel rail.
Yeah. Nice little fuel rail there. Also, we couldn't get the fan working yesterday because it's wired to a switch in the car, which I found out after the fact. So we're just gonna double check the boost control routing. So we got the line coming from the turbo, going in, teed to the bottom of the wastegate, that's right. Going to 1, and then 2 goes out to the top. So that's all right. We'll verify on the Hondata that the solenoid buzzes to make sure the boost controller is gonna work. We'll be ready to rip. Gonna get the dyno set up here. All right, so got some cruising tuned in already. I got the timing map set up. And we're gonna do a pull without VTEC, no boost controller. We're gonna see how much boost it makes. I'm probably only gonna run it to 5,000–6,000 RPM, see where the air fuel is. And then we'll turn VTEC on, tune that, and then turn the boost controller on. Kind of just slowly work into it, and we'll see what she does.
God damn, this car's got me shaking. Doing his magic and he gets a phone call. Revved it out to 5,800 RPM. 4 pounds of boost. No peak. That's the way to go.
Yeah, the first pull it was kind of lean, so I had to add more fuel.
I feel like it's louder out here than in there.
Down here. $265 on 4 pounds. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like 4.3 pounds boost or 4.5 pounds boost. Wheel torque here. this is VTEC and non-VTEC runs. So peak torque is like 4,900 RPM, which is really good. That's big mid-range power, because you have a power curve all the way from, I mean, literally 4,500 until 8,500. I didn't rev it that high, but it will obviously keep going.
Right.
With minimal effort. That's a really good start so far, and it sounds good.
It does. Sounds really good. Healthy. Oh, that's funny. Like I said earlier, it's louder out here than in the car, I feel like.
Hell yeah.
You're on the Cletus McFarland YouTube channel.
Right. Alright, so we're trying to get the boost controller to work right now. And fucking Morse code.
Yeah. Morse code for Honda.
What we're going to do is we're going to turn the key forward, and I'm going to go on Hondata, and I'm going to test the output for the boost controller, and it should buzz. So I'm going to do that real quick and make sure that that's working.
There it is. It's working.
So I got the boost controller enabled, and I have 30% duty cycle in it, and maximum boost at 0 duty. So we're going to see if it makes more boost, or if it makes too much, or whatever. I have the boost cut set pretty low. Let's see what she does. That pole made 5.5 pounds of boost, 30 duty cycle, 30% duty cycle, and we made about 15 horsepower, 20 horsepower more than the last pole, but it was really rich. I splashed a ton of fuel in it just till I know what boost is going to do what. I'd rather have it rich while I'm figuring out where the boost wants to be, and then we can slowly lean it out. I'm going to give it 5% more on the duty cycle, hopefully make 7 or 8 pounds, and we'll see where that ends us.
The beans are being given. The meats are wearing in.
Yeah.
321.
Okay, so the one pole that made 4.5 pounds made what, 265 or something?
Yeah,
This red one?
264. Or the yeah, 265.
So this is this thing.
Green one's
This is all
264.
convoluted. Hang on one second. Okay, so this one. So this difference right here will get rid of fucking torque here. So just this difference alone in power was 4 pounds of boost. So 4.5 pounds to 7.8. We made 262 or so to 320. So that's 60 horsepower on 4 pounds.
That's crazy.
Huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
Typically these cars make like 10 horsepower per pound. I would expect it maybe like 40 horse on 4 pounds, but for it to make 60 and still be rich, this thing's gonna jam.
It's gonna make, the beans are being given, slowly but surely.
And
Safe than sorry.
yep. And like I said, it's still a little rich.
Right.
Where's she gonna quit?
Right. Allen wrench for the timing belt tensioner.
All right, guys. Can you show them what it made?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so 320 or something it made on 8 pounds. That was 40% duty cycle. I was going to do 35, but this boost controller is a 3-port, and 3-ports have a lot wider range of control, so 10% duty cycle is giving us 4 more pounds of boost. So I'm going to give it another 10, and that will be around 50% duty cycle, and we should be around 12 or 13 pounds, and we'll probably call it there, just because it's a stock motor, and it's probably going to make close to 400 horsepower, and his goal is 350, remember. But we're going to see what this thing will do on 50 duty cycle, and let it rip.
That was 370. 370.
That only made 10.5 pounds on 50, so it might need like 60.
Right.
So now we're at the point where the boost controller isn't giving us as much boost per percentage on the controller, which means that we're running into a little bit of back pressure in exhaust, which means the wastegate's getting blown open from exhaust back pressure before the controller can do its job. So that's why it's making less. It's not making much less, but that's kind of the point. This point is probably the point where there's something on the setup where it's getting slightly more inefficient.
Right.
It'll still make more jam, but this is just something to note.
Yeah. In the brain.
And it is falling off power above like 7,700 or so. This is actually like $8,000 right here. The tax off a little bit.
Oh.
But so made 370 there. We'll see what it does on a little bit more. We'll probably try, I don't know, maybe 60 and see what 60 does. 50 did about 11 pounds. I'm just writing down what duty cycle is what boost level so we can set up the boost by gear in the tune.
15 pounds? That was crazy.
That's gonna be over 400.
Yeah, definitely. Easy over 4. 422. That is. Is that all we're doing to it? Yeah. She's boogieing.
That's wild.
You're crazy wild.
Stock Block Club.
Full send is done. And we're done.
422, man, on 14.8 pounds of boost.
Project complete.
Alright, so this car is pretty much wrapped up now. We are going to set up the boost by gear on the laptop. Go over here and show them. So I did make notes of what duty cycle was what boost. So 58 was about 15 pounds. So we can run that in 3rd and 4th gear. So we have to run Gearbase duty cycle, so we'll select this, then this table populates down here. So we can type in our duty cycle here. So we're gonna run, we'll probably give him 55, just because I don't think he really needs 420 wheel right now.
No. Like 4.
2nd gear, we'll probably run whatever that middle boost was, like 40 duty cycle was about 8 pounds. So I'll probably go 35 so I can stick the tire a little bit better. So we'll put 35 in 2nd gear, and then 1st gear we're just going to run 0 wastegate pressure, which is 4 pounds.
Which is the spring.
Yep, so that's all set up, and our cut is still set at about 17, 18 pounds right here. Probably go up a little bit to 18. So if it ever goes above 18 pounds, it'll cut the motor. Our rev limiter is 8,500. Launch control's at $6,000. And yeah, everything else should be fairly good. Map's nice and smooth.
Very smooth.
VTEC map is a little blotchy right here. I'll probably fix, but the fuel's tapered out of it up top. It's probably going to be a little bit rich, but I'd rather leave it rich on the stock motor anyway.
Right.
So we're going to load this file into the car and you can come pick it up.
Ready to rip.
Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this blue Civic Si with the GSR swap. This combination worked out really good, and after we got a lot of the bugs worked out of it, she made some really good power. I suspect that this car should be fairly reliable at around 400 wheel horsepower. Any more than that, and I mean, they're kind of a ticking time bomb. But since it is on E85 and the tune is set up the way it is, I have no problem seeing that this car should last for quite some time on 400 wheel horsepower. And if he ever takes it to the track, I'd assume this car should be in the 11s, which is cooking for a stock little Honda motor. But I think he's just going to do a lot of street driving with it, and that's why I set the boost by gear up the way I did. The track would obviously take a lot more boost in 1st and 2nd gear, but the street is a different scenario. So hopefully it's set up good for him. We may get some videos later on of this car ripping on the street if he ever sends me anything. If he does, I'll be sure to show you guys. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. I really appreciate the support, and yeah, have a great night and better tomorrow. I'm going to be taking the Grommo for a top speed run today, so be on the lookout for some more bike content coming. And if you guys haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. So see you later.